but in the playoffs last year, in particular against the Avs, and in Game 7, he was outstanding.
Off we go from Climate Pledge Arena. Lineups at the top of your screen are brought to you by Taco Bell. For Colorado, one switch on the top two lines. Jonathan Drouin and Val Nichushkin switch spots. So we see Nichushkin out there with the McKinnon line to get started. Jared Bednar told us pregame he wants a net presence on that top line. And for Seattle, some changes as well as Wenberg snaps one on. Gerard chipped it to the wall, and now Nichushkin shovels it out to center ice. Bouncing puck past O'Connor, and on a step it's Alexiak for Beniers. His pass got broken up and then batted out of the air by Jared McCann, the 40-goal scorer from last year. At the line, here's Everly now, high slot for Beniers, the Calder winner from last year, of course. And a neutral ice picked up by Nichushkin. And Colorado peels out for a change. And now here we go, just over a minute in. Everly and O'Connor exchanging blows.
Everly doesn't fight very much. He was the player that delivered the hit that injured Andrew Cogliano in the playoff series last year. Cogliano missed time with a couple of fractures in his neck.
April, and so Everly and O'Connor right out of the gates.
You see O'Connor skates right over to Everly, and this is definitely a carryover from last year. When you wonder where a rivalry starts, it's not in the regular season. A rivalry starts when teams meet in the playoffs. You generate a dislike.
Morgan plays it around the railing. Bjorkstrand finds it in the corner. The Game 7 hero works it back to the line. Seam pass. Schwartz denied in front by Georgiev.
Turned this puck over just inside the blue line, and as they scramble back to position, there's Berard. He's the left defenseman. He's way out on the right side. Byram's all tied up with Wenberg, and hello, that's Jaden Schwartz all alone. Look at the patience of Georgiev.
Trying to wiggle around at the blue line, turns it over, and now McKinnon on the hop with Rantanen. Surveys, net front for McKinnon, trying to stuff it home on Grubauer.
The first is a turnover and a rush chance, and if you're going to turn it over, you probably don't want to turn it over right here, as that's Rantanen and McKinnon are going to get the puck in the neutral zone, a little give and go, and McKinnon goes
up the boards, and Cogliano and his second game back from the injury we mentioned last season. Bouncing off the end boards, paddled out by Grubauer. Brian Dumoulin turns it over, and a big-time save by Grubauer.
Grubauer reads pass and shovels it to the side.
Popped it ahead by Olofsson and pursued by Cogliano. We got the support from his line mate Logan O'Connor fighting with Everly. Up ice, it's Cartier peeling toward the slot, got blocked on the way in, bounces off the end boards. Yamamoto toward the net, tried to poke it home, and Cartier hit it off the iron. And now the Kraken score with Yamamoto on the reload, and Seattle strikes first.
Seattle starting to attack off the rush. The early chance is going to come to the front of the net, and Cartier is going to hit the crossbar. Now it's chaos. Nobody can sort this out. And from a sharp angle, Georgiev loses his position. Watch him get flat in the net off the rebound of Cartier's shot. Georgiev's going to get flat in the net, not square to the shooter. And Tyler Yamamoto gets his first as a Seattle Kraken. With Rantanen and McKinnon, it didn't work in the first period. We'll see how long Jared Bednar hangs with that, or if he makes a move here in period 2.
And remember also, $1:48 left on the Kraken power play to start this second.
Sometimes the lines look great on the whiteboard, and then they get out into the game and it just doesn't work, and that's pretty much what happened to the Avs tonight.
So Nichushkin back down, playing with Lehkonen and Johansson on the second unit. Nichushkin toward the net, tumbles there, they score! Lehkonen ties the game at 1.
Jumps on that loose puck. Really nice work in the corner by the Avs as Nichushkin works the puck into the corner, and he's going to need puck support. And it's from Lehkonen. The two of them get to work here, and with a delayed penalty, Lehkonen takes the free puck. Grubauer is out of position. There's no chance.
Schwartz shielding on Taves. He's able to fight that free to Makar. Coming up on 40 seconds to go. The Avalanche clear. O'Connor's got it. Short-handed. Scores! And the Avs lead.
Makar's going to get this puck as Taves breaks up the play. Makar clears it around, and Dunn will not see O'Connor until it's too late. O'Connor takes it to the forehand and is able to beat Grubauer with the short-handed goal. They're very fortunate to be ahead here. They've been the second-best team.
They do have the lead as Tatar walks in, got it from Lehkonen. Lehkonen drags, shoots, and a save by Grubauer, waiting for a whistle. He gets it.
Well, this power play has really disrupted any momentum that Seattle had. Burakovsky turns the puck over in the middle of the ice. It's one thing if your power play doesn't score. It's quite another when it pulls the air out of the building, and that's what this Seattle power play has done in this third power play.
Banked out to neutral ice. Here's Lehkonen down the right wing. Pulls up to the slot. It's Girard, and a save made by Grubauer to keep this a one-goal game. Kraken looking to inject some energy here in the last couple of minutes. Another big collision back in the Seattle end. Here's Larson, dragging, joining the rush. Tried to go short side, and the blocker stopped by Georgiev.
To the Colorado Avalanche dressing room after blocking a shot earlier. Adam Larson, sweet drag move.
Bounces down and finds Burakovsky. He holds it left point, sweeps it to the slot. Dumoulin moves it across, and the save made on Yanni Gordsbid to tie the game. Schultz from the line. Big block by Lehkonen, who tumbles, is slow to get up. And the Avalanche move it up ice with Johansson with a shot that missed the net. Into the corner. Colton gets banged.
But Georgiev makes the stop. And then Dumoulin is going to find Yanni Gord, much like the chance of Jaden Schwartz in the first period. Gord.
So the Avalanche have the lead, 2-0 to start this season with wins over the Kings and then the Sharks. Meanwhile, the Kraken winless at 0-2-1 their first 3 games and trailing as we start the third. Flung wide of the net, picked up by Adam Larson, carried out, vaulted to center in the direction of Wenberg and Schwartz. So Ray, for Seattle, though they have played well, generated a lot of chances, they've got 30 shots, what needs to be different?
Well, it's a pretty simple formula. It's like you get the shots, you get the chances, you get to the front of the net, you make it more difficult.
The wonder is some sort of regression coming. But a boatload of chances. Now a takeaway. Johansson speeding ahead, has Drouin with him. Filtered across. Drouin denied there by Grubauer, who got a piece with a blocker. 6.5 to go. Avalanche by 1. McKinnon pivots on Tolvanen. Back out Cogliano. Move for Girard. Fire him a one-timer. Flutters and breaks the stick on the way in. And come back out toward the half wall. Cogliano on a pinch. Here's Girard for Rantanen. He scores! And just like that, it's a 2-goal Colorado lead.
Yanni Gord's going to break his stick. You see it in 2 pieces there. He's coming back into the play. You see him out at the point.
Suns, Jared McCann, who sits in the box. Burakovsky fanned on it, right point. Met by Nichushkin. Burakovsky lost it. Nichushkin's got it toward the net. He scores! The empty netter to put it on ice for the Avalanche.
Pretty frustrated as this puck bobbles on him. Nichushkin shoves him off the puck and stays with it. Intercepts it a second time and puts it in the middle of the empty net.
On Thursday, in a game we told you can watch right here on ESPN against the Blackhawks. Bjorkstrand pulls up. He gets muscled off the puck. Carried ahead. Here's Mason, and a save made by Philip Grubauer. Gord speeds back in with Bjorkstrand. Got blocked. Gord shot. Fought off again by Georgiev. He's had a great night. Sitting on 1, trailing by 3 in the home opener here in the new year. Look deep by Belmar. Toward the net, and Georgiev. Another save, this time on Karchet.
Georgiev, as Seattle came out and played really well and aggressively early on, it finishes with a terrific stop as Karchet is all by himself. You see him take it that extra half beat.
Poked out by Girard into the circle for Burakovsky. And that will do it here in Seattle. Colorado has started this season 3-0. They get a 4-1 win over the Kraken.